the fuck is going on, bro? Here, fuck. Okay, I think one of them just went down. All right, cool. There should be one now. There should just be one stream, bro. They should just be chilling again. Okay, I think one of them just went down. All right, cool. I'm so sorry for this. This is very weird, very awkward. This has never happened before in online. No, you don't even know. Okay, now the motion chat was the worst. This is so. Okay. I just realized I put a screenshot of my. Why did I do that? Literally, why did I do that? That is so awful. That is a assignment I did. That's just in the photo reel. Okay, now the motion chat was the worst. I just realized I put a screenshot of my. Why did I do that? Literally, why did I do that? I gotta do some tab cleanup. Hold on. I'm out the rechat in a second. Hold on. Third time's a charm. Yes. All right. I think we back. Are we back? Because this is literally what happened. Okay, is dead ass what happened. I opened Wallpaper Engine, and I was trying to get that to work so my wallpaper can show up, and it wasn't accepting any response that I put in. And I launched it in 32-bit mode, and I think it crashed my computer, bro. Because there might be some conflict with that. But anyways, let me rechat. Like I said, I was writing for Dan the Man versus Greninja before all this. Who is Dan the Man? Let me educate myself real quick. Oh, he's from that mobile game. Bro, I played the hell from Half Brick, right? The Jetpack Joyride people. What if instead of showing thumbnails, it show Xnox and Jordan in the GTA loading screen? Y'all just saying words, bro. Anyways, how y'all doing, man? Low key, we do not got a plan. Today. I was just thinking we gonna chill, probably about an hour or so. Might react to some. I'll probably react to something. What do y'all think? Man? How your day going? How the holiday going, man? I'm happy to not be at work. Doing good. What's up, Will Trust? What's up, Red Spoon? What's up, Ken? What's up, Axel? How y'all doing today? What's up, Novice? I really like my wallpaper. This was very important for me to get working. Like, as y'all can see here, if it's gonna load, did I break this? Oh shit, bro. I don't know why it's not showing my screen, bro. I'm not gonna reset stream. We gonna have to just troubleshoot on stream again, bro. Cause this shit pissing me off. Is it because I hit it? Display capture. Oh yeah, cause I had to reset my computer, bro. My shit started tweaking. We're watching rap battles. Watch is it Tay Mondays? I've never known how to say that name, but I know that dude got a Patreon, so we gonna show support, man. Tricky versus Springtrap or Rocket Raccoon versus Shadow. I started writing my own battles recently, not really that recently, to be honest. That's nice, man. I always like to see people get involved in their artworks. I actually got back. I've tried to get back into 3D modeling, bro. Do I pull it up on stream, bro? Because low-key is some ass. I'm not gonna cap to y'all. It's not done. It's low-key not done, bro. Because I used to do it back in high school as part of like my major and shit. But it's low-key, what, that would have been about almost 2.5 years ago? 2.5, 3.5 years ago? What's up, Star? Statius, RB, what's up? It would have been about 2 or 3 years ago when I had initially started 3D modeling. And by initially, I did it for my sophomore, junior, and senior year of high school, and I haven't touched it since. So, but let's go ahead and let us. What should we do, Chad? Should we peep some battles? What y'all thinking, man? Why am I leaking my files, bro? Why am I leaking my files? That is awful. What are we thinking, chat room? What are we thinking? Whatever y'all down for, I'm down for it. If this was an ideal world, oh my god. If this was an ideal world, low-key, I'd be playing Splatoon right now. That's what I low-key want to do, is play Splatoon. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I can close that. I guess we can watch battles. All right, yeah, let's watch some battles, man. Nice, calm stream, bro. But what y'all think? What y'all think, man? We should watch, son. Personally, I'm thinking we watch some of this, man. This is a very excellent battle. This is a very excellent battle. What y'all think? We use the laser? Oh shit. Wait, hold on. Hold on, man. This is very important. Is there like a death beam? No. This is my favorite battle on God, dude. How do I blow this shit up? Oh shit. This shit fucking sucks, bro. We not doing YouTube modes no more. Alright, yes, exit. Close that shit. What we'll do is we gonna hop on. Wait, hold on. Good vids. We need this later. Little mystery mouse tool. Is this ball? No, unfortunately. We'll do. Let's peep our good friend Freshie, man. Freshie makes some good things. I have not seen this, and I'm low key kind of excited to witness greatness. If y'all know what I'm saying, bro. Can I not make this smaller, bro? So that way, like, Chad, does the lighting look okay, man? That was a crazy bar from the earth. Exactly, man. Has anyone seen Rocket versus Shadow? Let me know what is this? Should I be expecting a heater? Should I be expecting a heater or not? What y'all think? What do y'all think, man? Peak versus Repo. We already watched that one, unfortunately. That was in the Burley one. It was solid. With Peak versus Repo, most of that went over my head because I didn't play either of those games. My friend slop days low key tapped out. Where is it? Listen, bro. For 40 hours for a game I spent $10 on as a freshman in college, being broke as hell. This was good games. Good games. Jinx versus Junko, also surprisingly close. All right, let's peep it in. Let's peep it in. So you see the mic?
Make way for the big guns hunting. Payday, any threat gets punished. Take aim when the hedgehog's running. Bang, bang, hear the headshot coming. Conscious of looking ahead, I'm a guardian. I would have taken your rings for the profit. I'm here to help with your solitude, partner. This poster shows me there's a place that you're wanted. I don't care who this Robotnik douche is, but his science pet project's useless. He tried to save his granddaughter, but oops, he ended up copying Sonic's blueprint. You're by far the saddest invention I've ever seen, and that is impressive. Wow, they give elaborate depression. Shadow is fitting, you master projection. If you wait this much.
Wait,
9 from the P13, you be blacked out and covered in
Wait, hold on.
I know you're so PG-13, but damn, that might be too much of an edge. I roll deep when I come for your head, brought on my clip so you're on, now good in the head. You pushed away any companion you could have had, so say hello to my friend. Step back.
Okay. I like that opening. I really like that opening. Ooh, what y'all talking about? I like it, but I'm not too knowledgeable on the subjects. I might have to watch the stream replay it. I'm at Universal Studios right. Man, if you don't get off the fucking phone, bro, and go enjoy life. Son, get off the phone. Get off the phone, man. Go enjoy life, man. What is you doing here? Why are you here? I love that you here. But you at Universal, go get on the J.K. Rowling ride, man. Go get on the Dom Toretto car, man. Go actually, hold on. This is very important. If you dead ass at Universal right now, go get on the Jurassic Park ride, the little water ride. They go, get on that shit right now, bro. You should be living life right now. You should not be on watching a stream where we watching rap battles, bro. If I was at Universal, my ass would not be on stream. Let's back on topic though. I really like it. That opening verse, it touches on some things with Shadow's origins about how he was brought up in a lab by Gerald Robotnik. I'm surprised they didn't find a way to tie his connection and the contribution of Black Doom, because Black Doom is an entity that helped create Shadow via a deal with Gerald Robotnik. He promised him the Chaos Emeralds. Some shit, bro. It's been a Xbox time Loki, a pussy throw rise or rise or drops or not for me, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I am too. It's okay. But when that shit go and all the water go up, bro, that shit was gas. I'm not gonna lie. Hello everyone. I'm like 10 minutes late, but I think I can stick around a lot. What's up, boyfriend? 1161. But very solid opening verse. I really like this section, like right before he
wow, they give elaborate depression.
like, this is all whatever, but in this
if
part,
you wait this 9 from the P13, you be blacked out and covered in red. I know you're so PG-13, but damn, that might be too much of an edge. I roll deep when I come for your head, brought on my clip so you're on, now good in the head. You pushed
and I really like the light guitar in the background. That really helps to the intense feeling that's intended to be portrayed by the instrumentation. Oh, I think Rocket mentioned Black Doom later. Okay. But so far, I'm very solid. Very solid.
You could have had so. Say hello to my friend. Step back, or your crew is heading for a crash landing. I don't need a body bag when I take out the trash panda. Yeah, when I see the cans, I get
okay. And then we have that trash panda. That trash panda bar is low key a reference to the fact that everybody calls Rocket Raccoon a trash panda because you know raccoons, they be digging in the trash. Tell them Monday. Oh, happy belated twin. Happy belated twin. What's going on? We gonna peep a tricky spring trap after this though. We gonna tap into that. I already had that planned out. Yo, the stream back. What's up, somebody? Low key. It was my fault it went down, but let's take care of business.
All that I need is a hand on the stone. Scavenger batteries, you never had enough power to stand on your own. Flashback, now you're facing the chrome. Flashbang, and it's straight to the dome. Back to your roots, the plant that you call family won't be escaping the smoke. Pathetic, the Looney Tune from the Looney Bin always punched first. Only let you guard over half worlds, cause you're half the person you once were. So now you.
Ooh, okay. I like that. That's a nice little cute little flip.
Rage cause you're caged up. You've been getting framed since frame one. Bitch, I'm Shadow when the day's done. Cause I'm the only problem you can't run away from.
Woo! Oh, that's somebody in the Twitch stream. I ain't buying no stream, no view bots, bro. You can get your ass out of here. Low key, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of underwhelmed by that Shadowverse. I think if you're gonna build up to Shadow casually swearing, which is something low key that's funny. It's so funny how much of Shadow's character has been like portrayed as being super edgy, super like vengeful and swearing. But if you deadass look through his history, Shadow the Hedgehog from 2006 is deadass the only game he really be swearing in, and it is really funny. It is hilarious. I feel like that moment where he ends up saying bitch, which is really the only curse word that he says of like substantial value in that whole verse, really could have been built up to. Could have been like an old pop moment. I like the half man, half world, you know, because he was supposed to be in charge of guarding some shit and he fucked up. But other than that, I'm That's the thing. The thing with Freshie Canal that I've noticed in like the modern time period is there's a less of an emphasis on bars and like witty punchlines and more emphasis on like flows and like very surface level insults. And not that that's a bad thing, because writing is really hard with these battles and these characters, but it is a little disappointing because I do think of some bangers, especially Very Hungry Caterpillar versus Kirby. Zeggy, what's up? Zeggy, we on PPOs after Telemundi, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's loud as hell here. I'm gonna just watch the replay later. Son, why is you still here? Go get on the Harry Potter ride and get on the Jurassic Park ride, okay? Get on that shit, bro. Rosendahl as Shadow speak and true. Shadow really says some nothing burger. Shadow improves trust. Hop on Zeg. We will get there. We will get there. We will get there. Trust. Give me some time, bro. Give me some time. Hopefully this pick up though.
Both of us came out the lab, but we are not one and the same. I suffered the pain. When you were protected, they cut me apart, they cut you a break. Someone busting out the cage with a gun to your face. This ain't like a government raid. You're basically company made with production mistakes. And it looks like the budget was lame. Bitch, you better even know your...
I really like the angle he was setting up for. They're similar in the fact that they were both man made, but the company, I really like that positioning Rocket uses to frame Shadow as like a product of a company. You know, you didn't really go through much. It was really Maria on there suffering. But then it gets weird because if you want to count into the game's continuity, then yeah, Shadow wasn't really doing much up until the government raid put up. But I did like that portion he brought that in. It's like, hey, you know, it's really different.
So tell me why you acting like a god, huh? Black dude had to lend...
When did Shadow ever act like a god? Am I LARPing as a Sonic fan? Am I LARPing? When did Shadow ever act like a god? When did that ever happen? Am I a fake Sonic fan? Is this how I gotta find out? Am I LARPing? Shadow improves trust. I'm glad someone else focused at Freshie's recent focus on technicality. Honestly, I personally think Shadow won. You'll see why in his last verse. Actually, I didn't notice it now. Editing is nice, but I haven't seen Freshie in a bit. Just watch Ka versus Cheshire Cat. I don't know who either of those is. I think Cheshire Cat. When I think of Cheshire, I think of Bayonetta 3 for bad reasons.
The DNA for you to merely function as your job, huh? How you gonna fight for freedom when each side is evil and you're double crossed, huh? Okay. Suspended like a puppet for destruction. See, the weapon was you all along. The bat your back so that you can build a team grade. You got no clue.
I actually really like that. I really like that effect right here, though. You see the red, yellow, and blue coming in, and then wait, hold on, I'm back there. I really messed it up. But you see them coming in, right?
So that you can build a team grade.
That's the Sonic Heroes logo. That's really cute. I like that. And obviously at this point, Rocket's touched on the fact that Shadow at the end of Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow Loki dies. He Loki dies, and then Rouge pulls up and is like, "Yo, let's make the Sonic Heroes, bro." Is Ultimate Lifeform stuff acting like a god? Maybe. I just think that's a little bit too much of a stretch for me. That's a reach. That's a reach as hell. But you can't like I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm being super critical. Because I'm really trying not to, but like I feel like I haven't put a greater emphasis on actually like analyzing and like breaking down what's being said. But I think that section right here, right? You can't show this part of Shadow fading after using the chaos control on the meteor, attempting to portray that he failed at his job. When he did, he succeeded. He's the reason why the Earth was saved at the end of Sonic Adventure 2. If you wanted to spin it, you would spin it in the fact that he died. He killed himself. Like, that's how you would spin that and be like, yo, you blew yourself up for like nothing, Loki. And that was like the last time. Well, he did have Shadow the Hedgehog afterwards, but like, I don't know. It feels like Rocket's kind of grasping at straws. What's up, bro, Shrimp? Yo, why I didn't get a notification, man? Don't ask me, ask YouTube, man. Don't ask me, ask YouTube. After Zeggy, watch Sonic XC versus the Mandela catalog. True. Let me actually pull up a notepad real quick so we can stay on topic. Shout out somebody who realized I had Steam Rip on my computer because I left the tab open in my notes app. What's next? What the hell was that? A spring trap versus who was it again? Oh, Tricky. All right. Yeah, I just gotta make sure I pay attention. Oh yeah, Steve versus Steven Universe is pretty cool. Maybe because I'm biased because I actually watched Steven Universe actually like 4 months ago, but I think we'll add that to the list actually. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going down.
You can pull the memory card if you want, but that's right with dignity. You were never really good at saving anyways. So Maria got a quick delete.
Do I think we gotta pull the clip back up. We gotta pull the clip back up.
The whole world is watching and the paparazzi is flocking, and we fly shit when we drop in and we shut down your party, man. His and
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
That was kind of ass. I'm gonna be so real with you. I like the Maria got a quick delete. You're bad at saving people. Nah. I guess. Sure, bro. Sure. I don't know. That felt really weak to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of disappointed by that Rocket second verse. I feel like nothing. I feel like a couple things of substance were said. I especially compared to the first verse where it feels more like mentioning about how Shadow was created. But I feel like a lot of this is super surface level. I'm gonna be so real with you. Like if you wanna touch on Shadow being a hypocrite, and you wanna touch on, like, I feel like there's a really good angle you can go on with Shadow and talk about his own hypocrisy, about how he's going back and forth on, oh well, this is the Earth that Maria would have wanted, and to the point where he's willing to work with Gun. Gun is the same organization that killed Maria. I feel like you could get on that, harp on the fact that there is a good portion of Shadow's like standards where, not standards, but like as his character, where he kind of doesn't know who he is, and that's a big part of his conflict of like he doesn't know if he's an android, you know, if he doesn't know if he's like a hedgehog. This feels like I read like not to discredit or insult Freshie, you know, because I know writing these battles are really hard, but it feels like to an extent, this feels like someone just reading a wiki page and then trying to interpret Shadow's whole thing off that. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just harsh because I am a Sonic fan, but ooh, it's a hot take that my favorite Freshie voice is Jack Sparrow verse 2. Jack Sparrow versus Star-Lord is like a top 3 battle, I think. That is a top 3 battle. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Maybe it's just me, but the Whisper final bar just felt way too weak. Exactly. I would liked an emphasis on the fact that Rocket has a team. He has the Guardians, bro. You def should watch FRB. Hey, what's up? I don't know something. They ain't no flu. Are you gonna watch FRB Brawl? I'll add to the list. You guys watch Shadow Rocket? Yeah. What's up, novice?
Spot in your rogue guild. Got a ship on your no quill.
Thank you. Thank you. Light bar though. But obviously, you got a ship with your no quill, hedgehog, quill, Peter Quill.
If any title you want in front of my hog, you'll be roadkill. Get off your.
I don't know if that's a dick. Maybe I'm thinking too crazy, but get off in front of my dick, you'd be roadkill. Maybe I'm reading too much into
My horse, I know what you were designed for. I am the purpose that they put your friends on the line for. I am the ultimate life form. You talk for a minute, I thought you were smarter than cogs turning. Not keeping my peace, but you'll pause early, cause your heart monitors better stop working. Head back to your deathbed like an arrow heading towards Yondu. My lids pressed to your headset. We'll keep leather waiting in the spawn room.
See, I wish it was more like this. We getting better references, more direct insults. It feels super vague. I really like this so much more, and I like the shot from. I believe this is when Sonic and Shadow fought in Sonic Generation.
Like when I cross this space, to bring up the bacon, no holidays. I bet the last time that you lost a race was when your whole species got locked away.
Great bar. Great bar. It's very simple. It's very simple shit like that. But it's like, damn, bro. Cause he be fighting with Sonic, bro. Last time you lost a race, your whole species was a race. A hog's another term for motorcycle, bro. I forgot. Listen, I don't ride motorcycles. He gonna run that nigga over. See, this is what I like, though. I feel like if you're gonna build up to this, you got to do it to both combatants. And when I think about it in the grander scheme of things, Rocket said a whole bunch of nothing.
The new gadget I'll confiscate. Doctor can help you to stop your pain. Like it or not, at this fight you get stopped, and that's why they've been calling these rocket skates.
Yeah, I see why y'all say Shadow won. But it's so hard. It's so hard. Because when I think about this in the grander scheme of things, right? When you're writing a verse and you want it to be fair to both characters, you got to make sure that the person who has the second to last verse genuinely goes crazy. Because if they don't, people are going to remember that last verse more. Shadow made a comeback. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Billy Butcher versus Central. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you've been looking for. Shadow won, no questions, bro. I don't even think it was close. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sure, bro. Sure. But overall solid though. I think this is overall solid. Did my computer crash? Okay, bro. Am I missing anything? Yeah, I would never peep that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not too familiar with either one of those. Like, I try to mostly stay to things that I at least know a little bit about of, so it's not a case where, like, I'm sitting there like, damn, I don't understand anything. Jotaro Kujo versus LeBron? What the hell? All right, let's peep this Telemundi, bro, because I know that's why that brother is here, bro. Let's peep that Springtrap versus Tricky. Actually, he was in the comment section, or they were in the comment section. I don't know, bro. I try to use they them to be gender neutral to everybody. It's probably on the it's probably on here. Yo, fresh AK. Hold on. I clicked on this because I remember there was a part with an epilepsy warning, and I remember the video got taken down. Not gonna lie, Shovel Knight vs. Hollow Knight is peak. It's peak. Might be fun to watch. Have you seen an anime Insanity versus Date Everything? Based on the fact that I stuttered while saying that, I'm gonna say no. But let's peep this. Let's peep this. Low-key, Tate Mundy is falling off of great heels because I hold the great opinion that this is a quintessential battle right here. This is quintessential. This is like back when I used to watch rap battles with Tay Mundy, bro. I don't know how to say it, bro. No one is correcting me on it. Y'all can't be mad and saying that I'm disrespecting somebody, bro. And y'all not even saying how to say it properly, bro. It feels like I got big shoes to fill. It really do. I already like the thumbnail more, but I remember the first time I watched this with my friends, we were dead ass tied on who we thought won. We were dead ass tied. This is like one of the few times I would argue that someone who didn't have the finishing verse won. But enough foreplay. We going in raw. Since even it's Med, the OG Springtrap Tricky is an iconic sound. Oh, Tricky from Med's comeback. Temunite. Wait. Temunite. Welcome to enunciate your words. All right, let's peep. Hold on, let me drink some water first. All right, let's go. Oh heavens. Because one thing I'll say that Tay has over Eddie in most cases is beats. I really love Tay's beats. Tay's beats go fucking crazy, right? Low key. Hold on, I'm about to do this right now. Actually, now that I remembered, because I like even in like battles like Kinga versus Needle Mouse, where I got no idea who the hell Needle Mouse is. This part right here, I was like. Actually, because like that went crazy. Hold on, I need to do something first. This is more important than watching this real quick. Hold on. Where is it? I promise y'all we gonna watch this in a second though. We gonna watch this in a second. There's something that I need to do of importance. Where is it?
Hello everyone. My name is Mew.
Oh, it's Mew. Let me do this off stream because I just remember I want to hear that Tyler beat, bro. That Tyler Steve beat. That Tyler Steve beat was crazy. This is more important right now. This is not an advertisement, by the way. I just think this is genuinely more important to me right now. And I don't know where my phone is, so we not doing this right now because I can't. Do I have my car details saved? This is more important. Listen, if I subscribe to this Patreon and I don't see this beat, that MP3 file on the damn Patreon, best believe I'm canceling right now. Shut up. All right, moment of truth. It's not on here. It's not on here. We canceling, bro. How do I cancel this shit? No, I'm playing. Hey, Tay, you got to the end of the day, bro. If I don't see that beat on there, bro, I'm canceling my sub immediately, bro. I'm canceling that shit. I'm not sure you watch Tyler versus Steve. Yeah. I've seen it. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I didn't care for King or neither mouse. You can't convince me any of the rest. It just sounded like you see nothing else. Stage TV, he has really. Oh yeah, let me do it off stream. Tyler Steve beat me on the Patreon and streaming services June 1st. I got you. I'm dead ass. If it's June 1st, bro. If it's June 1st and I don't see that battle posted, sub is gone. That shit is deleted, brother. I'm gonna need my 5 back. I'm gonna need that 5 back, bro. On God, bro. That is $5 whole, bro. I don't think I got a $5 bill in my wallet. That's because we got debit cards and credit card. Okay, let me stop playing. He a tweaker for real, bro. And it's so crazy because I tend to forget that Tricky's from Madness Combat, bro. Can I actually show y'all some lore? Real quick, though. This is the fun part about doing this on live. We can go on tangents, bro. I'm gonna need my 5 back. Y'all joking, I'm dead ass. That's gas. Have y'all know how expensive gas prices are? That's dead ass almost a gallon of gas I just gave this nigga. Hold on. Low-key, I hope any of my IRLs are not watching this stream, bro, because you about to get doxxed right now. Let me find this video. Cause for Halloween, let me explain something to you. Hold on. Let me find this photo. Like R. Kelly, the Singer's Opera. Why is Christian on this? What the fuck? Let me find this. I want to do more story times on stream and shit, but like, all right. So this is me and mis amigas back in 2021, right? Look at it, dude. That's Hank Madness Combat. That was my homie. That's the homie. That's the homie. No Dale, bro. That's Hank Madness Combat. Loki, I was fly as fuck in this. Hold on, bro. Y'all don't understand, bro. When I put on that denim jacket with that Spider-Man fit, bro, that was my go-to, bro. Look at this shit. If I was ever competent as an artist, bro, this would be my Spider-Sona, bro. Look at this shit. That's tough as hell. And I'm about to open up chat and somebody go say that shit is not hard. I mean, my fallback. I'm curious if viewers are the same. I can't join Patreons because I'm broke as fuck. Hey, man, I'm just showing support and watching this shit, bro. It is way more, bro. Is the FNF community that bad? Bro said that in the Tricky Springtrap battle. Listen, bro. Because that's a... Listen, bro. Hold on. Like, y'all gotta chill on me, bro, because I'm not thinking about the Newgrounds community. Even though in the last couple of weeks, they've been putting the Newgrounds community on a crazy blitz, especially with all that Goosework stuff. It's just the brainwash part of the community, and maybe the Gooners. I don't know. I'm not too deep on the FNF community lore. It's so funny how many rap battles have a verse basically being you're only known FNF. Like, it's the heaviest sin a character can do. Well, being known from something that's not outside your world, not worldview, but like being like you're not even known from your original series. We know you as a guest, and we associate that more than what we do with your original series. Like, that's the insult right there. What the hell are you wearing? You know, I'm feeling very discriminatory today, actually. Who said that shit? Somebody? Where's somebody at? Yeah, you get sent to Cancun, bro. Don't ever diss me in my fashion choice. Don't diss, bro. Bro got that shit on. That was my go-to. What world? Okay, honestly, true. I knew about Tricky from FNF more than Madness Combat. What's up, the Veterinator? I have a sweatshirt that looks like that. That's not what he meant, though. He thought Tricky was originally from FNF in the community line. No, actually, I thought the line was referring to the FNF community and not Madness Combat. That's why I got confused, bro. The AirPods look so chunky, man. That was the my ears, what the hell? No, but what are you wearing? Bro, that's a denim jacket and a Spider-Man suit. Y'all so mean to me, bro. What did I do? Anyways, we gonna watch this shit, bro.
Here's the scoop, there's only one rule left and cloud goes first. So if you even make a beat, I'll have you ground to dirt. I knew I smell a rat when I walked in this Chuck E. Cheese. You look like the church rabbit if he had some crack to teeth. After come join my throat.
Okay. You look like the Tricks Rabbit if you saw Crack the Teens. It's a creative insult. Is this fucking Dax? Is this Dax?
Or I'll prescribe you with some hard pain. Then I'll put in my 2 cents for wrecking through your arcade. Yes, mysteries incorporated, watching you descend through madness. You've been such a ghost and cat and shaggy just to even catch you.
Ghost even catch check. Okay. I really like Matthew Lillard's performance in the FNAF movies.
My bad. I forgot you were fresh. I forgot you were a horrible father who fathered a lot.
Wait. Okay. I like that. I really like that flow. Give me some. I'm a whore for good flows in battles. The suit was the only time you and your family were ever locked in. Obviously talking about the spring trap, the spring locks. Okay, I like that.
This revenant's a fraud, there's no contest. I've been pretty known to fuck up gods in my complex. Kids left you like ganja, smoked your back and scorched up. They left you unread, I'm like your fans with your lordoms.
That was that shit was funny as hell though. Scoop intro, like the scooper from Sister Location. I've served my time out, sir. I've rethought that shit was hard. I want to go back in the timeout. Exactly. This is a dictatorship. You better start acting right. Let's run this back. Let's run this back though. Just make sure I didn't miss anything though. Not meaning to hate, but I prefer the Eddie Tricky voice better. I mean, that's a fair point. That's a fair point, but I'm not gonna like remove points for that though. The art is so good here. The pack watch sub. I meant the voice fitting is for the lines. His lines are pretty good though. I would have probably slapped the filter on it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's just a me thing though.
Here's the scoop, there's only one rule left.
Okay.
Now goes first, so if you even make a peep, I'll have you ground to dirt. I knew I smell around when I
Make a peep, I'll have you ground to dirt.
walked in this Chuck E. Cheese. You look like the church rabbit if he had some crack to tease. After you come join my circus.
Who is this? That's Mike. I'm so confused on that. Bro, 2 30-second unskippable ads. I'm so sorry for your loss, bro. Holy shit.
Describe you with some hard pain. Then I'll put in my 2 cents for wrecking
2 cents for wrecking through your arcade, obviously. Is this referring to the arcade minigames throughout the franchise, like Midnight Motorist and shit like that? It could be. It could be. To be fair, I think Peso voice fits Tricky better than Tyga's, probably because it's just more naturally aggressive. Also, probably because listen, don't get me started on the Pokemon Cypher guys, because I've been watching them for years, bro. Like, low-key, my introduction to Nerdcore was through watching Shofu. I think Peep has to do with the rabbit relation to bring up those marshmallow peeps. That's what I was thinking, too, because I was thinking about the peep and, like, how that could relate to ground, to ground. Whoa, whatever.
Mysteries incorporated, watching you descend through madness. You've been such a ghost and Kathy Shaggy just to even catch you. Oops, my bad. I forgot you were fragile. I forgot you were a horrible father who fostered a robbery. You abandoned my charge with all of this humbling inside of my body that how would have started more time with the alcohol.
And I like all the animatronics that show up in the sequence.
Fostered a robbery. You abandoned my charge with all of this humbling inside of my body that how would have started more time with the alcohol. This was pretty young to the humans and your time you and your family were ever locked in.
All right, I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay.
It's evidence of fraud, there's no contest. I've been pretty known to fuck up gods in my complex. Kids left you like ganja, smoked your back and scorched up. They left you unread like your fans with your lordoms.
Okay, what you got for me?
Just in the face of a king. I'm fairly certain I am not one you're harming. It's a one-man army against one man who's armless. You cause the improbability across your grey land. Carve my cheek as rainbow if you want your world to fade fast. Now you seek a different golden arches than your wing plan.
Okay.
Restored, Ronald, go fetch me up, Big Mac. You're the audacious puppet, another jack in the box. I'd rot again in my stomach before I'm bound to a fraud. Once he got what he wanted, you were cast from the plot. I never needed a halo, I was always a
Damn, bro. I thought he was gonna go somewhere crazy, bro.
pressing buttons on the soundboard. How'd you let the guards escape? They didn't even have doors. Running around the office when an audio replay loops. I just can't believe you even let them clip or train you. Everything I told him that the new dev took that fool's soul. Pulled the seal over all our eyes with overused.
Is there an entendre missing besides just the Steel Wool reference? Because the Steel Wool games are fucking ass, but
Only kept alive until they figured out a new foe. Your entire legacy is just a living tombstone.
I like that. I really like that, actually. Cause real shit though, what would FNAF be without the Living Tombstone songs? Straight up. Straight up.
My animatronics carried a lineage. It seems the both of us only grew from other singing. But when they bent
I like that rebuttal, actually. I really like that rebuttal. I really like rebuttals in battles. Please do them more. Please let them address specific lines. Because at first I was like, what do you mean by singing? I'm like, okay, well, he's probably referring to the Living Tombstone line, but also from the FNF battles. This is a cheeky reference. I like this.
butts and the bomb exploded like crazy. Your end was like the circus, never made for babies. Just an effective clown.
Oh, circus, baby. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm shocked you don't leave more dead. I permanently burn from the reflection of that form. Still call me came early. I'm sure to put this doctor in an early retirement. I assume that you have lost your mind before they were biting, and this fight hasn't even reached the night. And Tricky's met a lethal end somewhere beneath Nevada. I know we'll meet again.
Hell. Low key, I'm gonna be real. Let me hear that last part one more time.
The land somewhere beneath Nevada. I know we'll meet.
Listen, I'm taking off points. As a Nevada resident my whole life, I hate when y'all say that shit. Nevada. I hate that shit so fucking much, bro. I really, one thing y'all gotta do, right? Y'all gotta like not directly compare it, because these are battles going after two separate things, right? I really like the portrayal of Afton in this, him being super more low key than anything else. Because I feel like a lot of people like try to play up his antics, especially in Tricky v Springtrap from Eddie. He's British though. I don't give a fuck. I think that there was great bars layer throughout here. I'm gonna be so real. I think Tricky's second verse is way better though. It's not. Wait, I didn't even catch that team clicker because what? It's Click Team that the end just made in. It's how British people say Nevada. I don't give a fuck. Stop this in my state. Because I didn't even catch that until I ran it back that it was talking about team, like Click Team. That's like the engine that the early FNAF games was made in. That's how he was able to get it out so fast. First verse isn't enough to save him, but I do think it's closer than I thought it'd be. All right, let me actually catch up with chat. Let me catch up with chat. I've not been peeping. I was not feeling Springtrap versus TBH. Right here, let me. I do prefer Tricky's voice in the OG, but I like Springtrap's voice more in this. I think both Springtraps were great. I think they can go either or. Probably FNAF 3 had a ton of arcade games. Kids, is he dying? And probability. I love how surprising, goofy, yet crazy and cool Tricky's verse is. Great reference in my book. Have you watched Jack Merlo versus Napoleon? No, I have not. I do fuck with the vibes of his verse. I was not feeling Springtrap's verse, by the way. He's probably going to go wild in the next verse. That's fair. Low key, I thought he was popping ult and he forgot the input. It gets better. Personally, I'm not that big of a FNAF fan, but I do think his verses were a little boring to me. T-Tron. Guys, it's me. The Living Tune so far was great. Wait, he's lyrical now. Wait, he's locked in. His last verse was great. He's spring locking in. Rest in piss, Tricky. Oh, that was great. I'm not sure if it was a clutch, but that was great. The characterization of Springtrap in this battle was better. That was a really good end verse. Springtrap being so quiet is a good fit for the character, but his heart don't feel into it. That's also not a clutch. He's British show. Spring was too chill, I feel like. That's how British people say Nevada. Guy Fox. I do wish that Springtrap had a bit more energy like in the first one, but this was still good. But like you can't compare it to something that came before it though. Cause I feel like Tay when probably like deciding on making this, right? Was like I can't just do what Eddie did. I can't. I gotta like find a way to branch out in that. And I really do appreciate that. And plus you have updated material to reference the FNAF movies. Loki, FNAF, I had the worst experience watching FNAF 2, so any slander that movie gets, I'm happy with. That movie is genuine awful. I think in a rap battle, his quiet tone just kills any of his bars. Delivery is a great part, but I feel like Springtrap's almost always been more menacing. I like when they portray him as super menacing, because William's not a crash out. At least in like the media that I'm most familiar with FNAF, that boy is not a crash out. That boy is like slow and calculated, but like occasionally, right? When shit gets rough, he'll crash out. First verse isn't enough to save him, but I do think it's closer. I'm still going to give it to Tricky, proudly. I was unironically going to yawn when Tricky said yawn. Oh, wait, it's Clicker Train. Since in FNAF 3, you click the child's voice to lure him away. Oh, okay. Should I mean second? Have you watched Happy Abbott? You literally Clicker Train him, though? Yeah, saying this is closer than I thought it would be. I thought Tricky was steamroll. Have you seen Mr. Bear's Cellar versus Candle Cove? No, I have not. Fox Plankton, already seen that one, unfortunately. Afton Crabs. Maybe. We got a couple things to peep through before we get there. So I'm like trying not to. I'm trying to clear out the list of requests first. Cause right now we on what the hell? I like differences in battles with whoa. Like a good monotone voices like Gaster or Afton and Afton Crabs. Lines were good, just really boring to hear. Spooky versus King Boo. And Spooky versus King Boo was alright in my opinion. Alright, let's peep Zach Aggie, bro. Is Zach still here? Why did I zoom in like that? Okay. Okay, bro. See, the problem is I don't know a good chunk of these people. I don't know who Rain is. I don't know who Jingyu. Do we peep both of them? Get out of my comments. Just draw one. Watch Yugi Moto versus Moon Knight. I've already seen that one, unfortunately. All right, do we watch both of them? I think we watch both of them. My channel gets taken down. We blowing up Zagagi, bro.
Rep battle.
I just realized I'm not using
Freddy.
Let's fix that.
Versus
Okay.
LeBron James. Begin. My name is Freddy Fazbear and I rap quickly. You'll figure out why they call me the Fast Bear soon. I bet that sometimes when you're
Yo, Mo Beeson is crazy. I remember back when I had an Android phone and you couldn't screen record without doing an app. So I had to download this piece of shit, bro. I've never felt more broke in my damn life, bro. Also, did you see that Steve Harvey versus Tenna guy was in the FRB brawl and legit dominated so many people? I gotta peep that, I guess. I gotta peep it. Let's see.
alone and lonely, you take your basketballs and start to goon. I kidnap kids and adults inside my pizzeria. They scream and they are scared and they say Mamma Mia.
Does he kidnap adults? When does he ever kidnap an adult?
Sometimes the kids at school call me Wurple, and I think I know a better guy who's purple. Is you rapping air? Cause it balls. Call me phone guy, because
Yo, that shit is ass, bro.
you should take my calls. I think that we are both black and both scare each other. Hello? Hello? Is what I asked your mother.
Oh, wait, he pulled it back. Wait, he pulled it back.
Like Epstein, so you will double dribble. I'll toss you in the water and you will drown in ripples. After this battle, I will play some ball sports, and then I will murder you with my enchanted diamond shorts. Little
Why would LeBron have enchanted diamond shorts? Okay.
LeBron, I'm touching you tonight at 6 a.m.
Okay, bro.
Precisely, you will become traumatized after you stay at my house for 5 nights at Freddy. You will wish you stayed inside 5 nights at Diddy. Crank the generator. And then sit out on the bench. I say oui baguette because I am very French. I hope
We're done. We're done. We're done. I say oui baguette because I'm French. My favorite FRB brawl is that I feel like you would need to know who the people, and I feel like I don't. I feel like I'm like very unfamiliar. This was a shitpost hidden gem found. Hidden gem that needs to stay hidden. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. He has kidnapped multiple adults, even forced one into the get spring locked. Okay, sorry. It's been years since I consumed FNAF lore. I guess the night guard is so beautiful when he kills security guards. I think my favorite FRB brawl. I love that there's literally no difference in the videos. Xbox, I got an 85 in my history test. I'm exempt for the final. Wait, that's kind of we love academic success, man. I love that for you, man. This LeBron or the one versus Cell and Venom? The Cell and Venom one made me laugh, but I'm being real. They both can go in the trash. TBH, I feel like someone who barely knows guys. I feel like I get most of this. What's going on? Like, this random guy roast each other. Also, I learned that Snakebite was homeless. What the fuck? What? Random lore drop? Question mark? What? My condolences to Snakebite. All right, let's peep this, bro.
This video talks about depression and suicide.
Ooh, hopefully I don't get banned for that. We skipping ahead.
Epic rap battles of
Wait, hold on. I like this beat.
Sayori versus Begin.
In my hand is a poem. Do I need to read this? You're an entrepreneur, but you look kind of homeless. All the ups and downs of your life are so trippy. Now let me make you cry. I like your tears drippy. Strike one. You're out camping.
Okay, bro. Has anyone actually had a lunchly before? This isn't an open conversation. Has anyone ever had a lunchly before in chat? Has anyone had a lunchly before? I've not had that shit.
In rural Japan. Strike two. You apologize and almost get banned. Strike three. You make prime and white kids go nuts. Strike four. No one likes you that much.
Your www.com has never worked, always fumble. Now you're in the WWE getting humble. On April 1st, just a joke, you see.
Wait, he's deadass. Wait, he's deadass born on April 1st?
You can't sell lunchly, but you can sure sell against me.
Guys, we're about to see a body. Once I may say Ori, drop down and say sorry. To predict the mission.
Wait, what did that shit say? Run that shit back. When the cornball is so corny, you just say it to...
Sorry, to predict the mess you went through is not seen commonly. So let's take a look at your teen romantic comedy.
Day 1, you convinced him to give the club a shot. Day 2, you started to believe that he was kind of hot. Day 3, he confesses to you there on the spot. And on day 4, you ended it by tying the knot. My flow when I spit is severe and continuous. In my prime, and this ain't even final form, I'm being genuine. Now it's time to bring the apple juice and up the percussion. Because I just gave this direct a vocal concussion.
Hey, Sayori, you doing okay? I understand. You're having a difficult day. Help is available, always for all. 988 is the number to call.
I'm surprised no one has ever done this in a battle before. Like, that shit is fucking hilarious.
I'm doing okay. Thank you for checking in. Some days, I feel like I just can't win. Does he love me, or does he think I'm a cancer? All I want now is a solid answer. He hates you. I'm sorry that I left the answer hanging. MC's mine.
Wait, what?
Relationship. You have
Wait,
fun
what?
trying to get to your head. You're a messy, selfish freak, and oh, she's dead.
Hey, Monica, do you think that you're some tough shit? You lost against your Benjamin. It's time for you to quit.
That's a damn lie. Hold on. That is an outright lie. Okay, Monica did not lose against Benjamin Netanyahu.
Natsuki's got that charm from my bars to my shoddy. Even Sayori wants a. Oh my god, is that her body?
Well, someone's on the track, so you know I'll be spitting. I drop bombs and flows, but George Bush did 9/11. Can't read my poker face, can't find my hiding place, can't stop.
Who do you think invented the spoon? Paleo? Spoony Spoonicus.
That battle derailed worse than Act 2 of your game. I guess
Wait, hold on.
She hung up the phone, kinda lame. I'd actually like to advocate for people's mental health. It gets better, everyone. Don't kill yourself.
Certainly not me.
What the fuck was that?
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Wait. Hey.
Yo, what is up, Low Gang? Throwing plate sound effect. Today, we are going to be stealing my grandma.
Who do you think invented the spoon? Spoony Spoonicus.
Why is everyone so mean to me? I'm gonna cry.
Dude, this shit's been all over my fucking TikTok feed, bro. This stupid ass clip from Young Sheldon. This is Ashley. I've never had Jack Daniels. I'm of age. I've never had Jack Daniels before. I should probably fix that. This is horrible. I wish I wasn't held at gunpoint to record that stupid Baka line. Yo, what? I feel like anytime you watch a Zeg Eggy battle, you want to watch this, bro. What the fuck? This is so good. It's making me nut. What? Are we just hitting trash? Also, sir, rap battles. Oh God, I feel like we gotta make that an own video though. It's the first joke battle that got back after derailing. True. Why do you steal his grandma? Is he stupid? Low-key surprised Ashley didn't have a cameo. Young Sheldon, I've heard about your Big Bang Theory. Ooh, fire writing gift. This might be peak joke battles. Sari after dominating Noel and drinking Jack Daniels. Thank you, sir. Am I weird for not enjoying this because I'm starting to guess on myself and thinking this is good? No, that is the intended experience. That is the intended experience. That is the intended experience. I don't know. I like compared to joke battles like Call of Duty versus Mario. I'm gonna be real though. The only reaction I've genuinely faked was when I watched this shit, because this shit was ass. I'm tired of acting like it wasn't. This shit was ass. I'm gonna be so real with you. There's a point where it stops being funny. Like, the closest it's got to being funny was the bit when they had Mario in the military. And I was like, damn. And then we get to the Guitar Hero bit. And I'm like, damn, turn this shit off. Because at least to me, the funniest part about Zeg Eggy's battles is not even the main battle itself. There might be a funny line or two, but it's always this bullshit when the battle ends and we get this shit.
Sound effect, throwing plate sound effect. Today, we are going to be stealing my grandma.
Who do you think invented the spoon?
Like, this YouTube poop shit is hilarious, bro. What is the FRB brawl? I feel bad. Is this like what? Like, how big is this? Oh, they got the rap battle awards. Yo, son, what is? Where do I start? Cause like I'm low key interested in this now. Wait, Dilly's on this? Snakebite. I feel bad for never peeping this beforehand. I'm just a little bit confused. Is it the brawl? I feel like I could only adhere. Nah, I feel like I gotta watch all of them though. When they gonna put Tay on this and Zeggy, bro? FRB Brawl is literally every nerdcore rapper competing in a tournament. Find the playlist. There's a playlist. Mario vs. COD had one good joke. It's too long to be funny. True. Who recommended that? Definitely not me. Gen Alpha YouTube poop. Low-key peak. I have a playlist. Dilly got some good ass lines. Yeah, I told you, twin. You're in peak. Dilly immediately losing was not what I expected. That's Steve Tenna. Is this the playlist? Are y'all fine if I derail and cover this? Is this the playlist right here? Chat, the FRB hate me apparently, so low key I say, yo, there's beef in the YouTube rap community. Are we dead ass? There's dead ass beef in this community. I gotta watch my tone. I gotta watch my tone. I gotta make sure I don't say nothing too crazy, bro. Now that I know that, I feel bad because whenever I like people battle, like that was the thing that I was telling Jordan. on the last stream is like I try not to be disrespectful, you know, and just be like, this shit's fucking abysmal dog shit, unless it really is that bad, right? But like I try to be constructive in my criticism because I know a lot of people, especially on TikTok, like I'll try to like clip my stream and then post that shit on TikTok, and TikTok people be so fucking annoying, bro. Like they'll just comment a flight gif and then it'll just be raps. Like they don't have no sense of engagement. Like I can appreciate this shit and they go listen to Kendrick, bro. One of these days, I'm gonna make a playlist of not a playlist. I'm gonna combine every time I ban somebody, and we gonna call it the Cancun playlist. Not the playlist. What the hell? Where did the YouTube thing go? There it is. Let me make sure the stream's still up, cause like it's not showing up on my end. You better watch my name because it's Ashley. I mean, it is a rap battle. I feel like actual beef will be expensive. But like my thing is with nerdcore shit is like y'all rapping about some anime, bro. Y'all rapping about some nerdy ass shit, bro. Like y'all got the time to be beefing? For real? Like y'all dead got the time to be beefing? You banned me twice. You would have put me on that list, would you? No, I mean, it's just gonna be you know how like Low Tier God has like banned compilations? That's what I'm talking about. Like I gotta pull the clip up.
Of course there's jabs when he wakes up. He's a online idiot. Of course there's jabs when he wakes up.
Dude, I want to stream myself playing different games, but if I ever play Deadlock on stream, this is the shit y'all be hearing, bro.
Well, hold on. Unban that nigga. He said 10 years in fighting games and still struggling against scrubs. All right, unban you. I'm going to give you the opportunity to play me right now.
Holy shit. All right. This is real rap. They go for each other's throats because they love each other. X-Nox after me and Key and rap battle each other. I'm going to battle you next. I don't know about that. Beefing over nerdcore rap battles, they seriously hate you. I hope Eddie gets into the rap beef with someone and they have a rap battle so he can pull out the burly voice. Yo, Eddie is still like no glaze, but that's the GOAT right there. That's the GOAT right there, bro. I don't. Who would Eddie even lose to, realistically speaking? Assuming if we power scale him, give him max wank, max prep time, make sure that second verse is A1. I don't know, man. So do I watch chat? Do we watch the whole playlist? What we thinking? Do we watch the whole playlist or do I only just tap into the ones that I'm familiar with? What y'all think? Cause I don't know a good bunch of these people, bro. Like I know off dome, Dilly. I've seen PowerPoint, Sir, Snakebite, and that's it, bro. Watch round one. Well, what's round one? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go grab some real quick. I'll be right back. I'm about to get some applesauce, bro. I'm no curry you in. Matter of fact, where's my phone, bro? Nobody calling my phone, but like just so I know where it's at. Cause I think I need to charge it. That shit says 6%, bro. better know my name because it's Ashley. Okay, we back. We back. We are back. Applesauce really top one, bro. I've not ate real food all day today, but you know what I have been eating? Some applesauce. Let me catch up on chat. Eddie versus Snakebite with a house. What the fuck are we talking about? Up to episode 8 is round 1. Okay, we'll do round 1, and like I could just make that a separate one. I don't know what to expect though. Am I should I be expecting references or just like general bars? I told you you ain't ready for when Road Trip 3 pulls out Road Trip. Hey, pause, I gotta piss. I have some apple cider that smacked. All right, let's peep this one. I'm very curious. I don't know who the gamer is.
Leo couldn't make it, guess we'll pass the mic on to the second best man who had a pussy as their icon.
Whoa! That's crazy.
Can I make a request, please? Let's use your old name, since no one clicking has ever heard of the monarchy.
Oh, y'all are on to something, bro. Okay.
Yeah, it's King Mewtwo. Now y'all remember. Who's
Wait, what? That was King Mewtwo?
Well, you carries them as an FRB member. Check your bout with Joe. You were still saying some dumb shit. Don't need good writing to win, cause I guess decent will cut it.
I think DRB is fine now, but after hearing that shit, it's clear you're someone I still laugh at and not with. You tried to dethrone me and now I'll make you regret it. Tibbs' adopted son is gonna wish he never left the Reddit.
DRB's fine. They say as we leave them far behind, and talking laughs like your joke series ain't the only time you're like. Here's my impression of you. I'll sit alone in this VC, and if no one comes, I've got a Thomas episode to watch through. Let's look at what the stuff we make now is like. I dropped the white cipher, you dropped the cipher for white.
I'd rather click on this than this bullshit. Is that supposed to be a diss? I'd rather watch this than this bullshit. You think I want to hear Joe Biden? Is this the Papa Roach guy, Tom Holland? Why the fuck would I ever watch that shit? You know what would be better if they made rap battles and wrote them with 2 characters against each other instead? What? These are all potential man bars. I ain't know a soul on the track. Hey, bro, chill. Instead of the creators against each other, it'd be better if they were the characters. I think you can only rap so much against each other. This tournament is a bracket. Hold on, Road Trip. You gonna send to Cancun for asking that dumbass shit, bro. Respectfully. Bro, we sending you to Cancun, bro. I want you to come back and change man. Or entity, bro. Don't ever come in my chat begging for a battle. I'm joking though. You got a 10-second one. Chill, bro. Chill.
Though of course you can in Android, so robotic with rhythm. If you're gonna drop deadlines, wait like Zaitu, but straight miss 'em.
So you wanna mod my interest, but I wouldn't get complacent when your favorite music genre is the one that's the most racist, and just like you. What? If you palm me, you had quite the transformation. Went from under. Rated gem to being the textbook Asian. Gamer played himself, milking a played out trend is now his career. Cause when he doesn't, then it's, hey all, flop here. And I'll admit it, I'm white, but I still watch your mouth. If it were just you in that group, it'd be the cracker house. The Skorky geek whose rage is consistently non-existent says that I'm robotic. What? Forgot Hydra's for you pillock? It was my destiny to win, and now that I've left your ass kicked, fuck off to your kitchen, make me a victory sandwich.
I don't know these people, man. I'm seeing some white on white violence. Not that I'm complaining. I think Monarchy's structure is weird. He had a short verse with very few bars, but the second verse is very long, with the only bar being the textbook Asian line. I feel like this is probably enhanced if I knew who these people were, but like I just am not too familiar with it. So like maybe I'm just biased. Loki, I got a couple takes about matter of fact, I think we gonna air this out now. We gonna air this out now. Cause I don't got a better time to do this. We gonna put the face cam on. We gonna air this out right now because there's been a thought sitting in the back of my mind, right? I'm not gonna throw on some music, but making one thing incredibly clear is that hip hop and rap are historically black genres, okay? There's geeky people, there's nerdy people. It's not all guns, King Von, you know, it exists on the spectrum. And that's why nerdcore is so nice to me, because it emphasizes those nerdy aspects, right? That I'm going to make a song or I'm going to make this thing about a specific character. And I really like that. But it sucks that at times, because it's so geeky and nerdy, people like to associate that with whiteness. When I feel like to be the best kind of rap battle creator, you have to have an understanding of hip hop and by extension, the blackest elements of that, right? You cannot and also at the same time acknowledge that, yeah, you are a guest in this space, right? So that's why I really like it when I see in these rap battle contests and shit like that. Not contests, but like in general in battles, it's like Burley versus Dr. House, where there's so many references and allusions to shit like Baby Keem. Like that's just cool to me. That's just cool to me. But then when I see this and I see it portrayed as white on white crime, you know, like, oh, we're geeky, it just rubs me the wrong way in a way. I don't know if what I said just made any sense. I really don't know, and I could just be straight yapping, but that's just how I feel, you know? So like I don't know what that meant about by your favorite genre is the one the most racist. I don't know what that meant. I'm hoping it's not talking about rap. I'm gonna assume it's talking about country. I don't know. I could be on here cooking nothing. But that's just how I feel. To be fair, I admit, as someone who doesn't know much about rap slash hip hop, those references don't hit at all to me. And that's fair, right? Because through like nerd, I'm not mad at someone who discovers rap and hip hop through nerdcore. Because nerdcore is rap and hip hop. I feel like a lot of people think that it's separate, but it's not. Even in these rap battles, these are all a part of the wide spectrum of hip hop that existed. Straight up. FRB community does have a racism issue though. I'm not here to be the arbiter of racism. I tried doing that shit for the Sonic community and that shit gets annoying. Low, only reason why I'd ever make a new video talking about racism in the community is if my money was low. Or if something happened that really pisses me off. Would be way better if they were just role-playing characters. And honestly, after watching this, yeah. I feel like now I'm of that opinion where I think it would probably be way better if this was just characters. If they just portray characters. Because I feel like at a certain point, I don't want to see y'all dogpile each other. Especially knowing that, you know, the amount of, not neurodivergent, because I'm not touching on that, but with the wide array of queer folk in the community, right? I low-key don't want to see y'all, like, kind of beat each other down like that. Because even if it's like a display of like, oh, that's funny, you have people from the outside watching that shit, thinking it's cool to run around and portray those jokes and shit like that. Because it's real beef versus fantasy characters having beef. Tyler Creative, the type of person think Iceman was tough, who won a rap battle, me or Road Trip. Not gonna lie, this is like imagine repping a character the whole tournament. I think the FRB disliked me as soon as I released Mon versus Ben, the first rap battle I ever released. That's what I said, because it's real beef versus characters or anime game cartoon. Darth Vader versus Adolf. Tiger, this is Dilly for his dad. If they wrote like characters that draft, it would be cool. Like you get different characters you could use. It's less racist and more entertaining to watch than role plays. Dilly does have some jokes about Tiger having an epilepsy. Let's keep going, because like I don't know, like I'm trying not to be like I don't know. I don't know how else like to articulate my thoughts and how I feel like watching this shit, bro. I'm still gonna continue though, because I'm just curious to see if it picks up. But I don't know.
You should know a little better than picking this battle, buddy. I heard from a little birdie that you like to murder puppies. Yeah, I work at a deli, so I know about beef, and you wouldn't even be an FRB without me. Honest, treat this like a
Wait, is this a whole collective? Is FRB a collective?
Stop this, you ain't turning a profit by turning battles out with profits. Jesus, how many flow demos you got left? Make like me and finish a project.
You brought me in a FRB, so I'm thanking you, pal. Because it's crazy that now I'm taking you out. Newer than you, but I surpass any damn vet. Cause on a track, this man ends up past tense. I know.
We just gonna keep it moving. No diss to the people involved, by the way. No diss. Let's make that clear, but
Another FRB brawl. Is this shit even real? Let me spin it like Tiger behind a steering wheel. I don't care if he's impaired as fuck. I'll still fight him. Right after he's done ringing up my items. I'm doing this battle to show everyone who's can. You're doing this battle cause they paid you in food stamps. Lyrics are the context, they let you in true staff. Cause none of you even do crap. Bite off more than you can chew when you come for me. Don't bite down too hard though. You got more gums than teeth. Man, fuck FRB. This battle doesn't freaking matter. If you wanna bother fat people, call Triple Stabber. Should've went a different way if you wanted attention, so put down the mic and drop your balls for a second. Cause you wouldn't be anything if your dad didn't have ties. Oh shit, Kenny freestyle! Oh shit, Kenny flatline. Only have the power, keep it down on your payroll. You should put this on streaming too, man, I love lowercase so listen to Tim.
that's a funny bar. I love lowercase so.
Not used to an A grade. If you wanna meet up, you need to be in an okay state. With the Kister drama, didn't wanna get dragged along. But I think
I'm good on this, bro. Respectfully. We're done. I'm not like I was gonna post wait, hold on, that's method right there. Saving that for later. I was gonna post that as a separate vid, the FRB brawl, but I'm gonna be so honest, I don't feel comfortable watching that shit, bro. I really don't. I really don't. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I really don't feel comfortable continuing to watch that. Just because I feel like I don't know enough about all the individual creators, and two, I feel like at a certain point, like one, like let's put the camera back on. One, if y'all beefing for real, like for me, this spectacle's not really worth it because I know y'all not beefing for real. I know y'all just jesting and shit. And that's cool, but like I'm not interested in seeing that shit, bro. Like, I don't know, to talk about the wider hip hop thing, when there was a whole thing about when when Joey Badass went on his tirade against the West Coast, and everyone was dropping tracks, going back and forth. And I'm like, y'all heart's not in this. And like, if we want to do we're lyrical sparring, we got ciphers for that. We could do the character tournament where, like, I think somebody mentioned it earlier. How about each round you got a new character you got to portray? Cause I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. When I'm reacting and when I'm peeping these battles, every nigga's getting graded on a curve. Everybody's getting graded on a curve, straight up. And that's not because I view like people who do these rap battles as lesser. That's because I'm expecting greater references. I'm expecting an emphasis on bars. But also, I know I'm not listening to like a rap battle the way I'm listening to fucking Earl Sweatshirt, Freddie Gibbs. Because when you have like outside of nerdcore, right, you're generally allowed a lot more leeway and things you can reference. Where nerdcore, I want you to stay on topic. You're making a song about Sukuna. I want bars about Sukuna. I don't want you to talk about fucking Donald Trump and your bars about Sukuna. I feel like the character idea is funky since legit every battle is dependent on a beat. You can make a bad beat work. You really can. And that's why I kept mentioning earlier the emphasis on like this nerdcore shit is hip hop. You know how many awful fucking beats exist? But I'm like, damn, this person was flowing on it. So like I ignore the fact that the beat was bad. It probably would take way more effort than just people dissing each other, but like let me see what y'all saying, bro. I'm kind of caught up with it, but I'm not really much interested. This isn't real beef, but it makes this feel nice. I mean, not really. Yeah, your dad did. Yeah, transition. Go make me a sandwich, bitch. It feels like it feels like I'm watching people punch under the belt, but like it's like jabs. It's like, no, bro. No, I'm good on that. Low key, like if y'all people in the stream, and anytime somebody request the FRB brawl, let them know I'm not watching that shit no more. I'm good on that. I don't have a good ear for what makes a good or bad beat. The thing about when you rap though, is a lot of it is about catching the melody. Not catching the melody, but you gotta find a way to fit yourself into the beat, whether it be through the kicks and the snares, the hi-hats, everything like that. Cause let me think. Not Eddie. Eddie don't got one. Does Freshie Canal have one? Like here.
Off the JavaScript. How many times can you glitch as a party trick? If your fans aren't in hell for liking your show,
like this beat is very simple at this point. It's just the 808s. It's just a blah blah blah.
Y'all for the art of it, with no vacancy for another. Oh, what if this show for kids made you scream?
I think this beat is not. It doesn't suck. But it's okay. It's okay. Oh wait, hold on. I just realized y'all probably cannot hear that. I'm so sorry. Right?
Certainly y'all for the art of it, with no vacancy for another. Oh, what if this show for kids made you scream? There's a place to street.
It's like a pretty standard trap beat, you know, but it's enhanced because Alistair's doing a pretty great flow on top of it.
I don't even really see what the fuss is. Your pilot gave us 25 minutes of
like right? That's what the point I'm making is that if your flow is great and you fit onto a beat well, even if the beat, in my opinion, is kind of bad, not bad, but just not my thing, you can make the shit work. And that's part of what it means to be a good rapper. Let me keep peeping. Tyler crashing out. I don't think Tyler's crashing out. We're just having a conversation. We're just having a conversation. I just don't get the bars, and I don't know most of the people. Just talking about real people is different, I guess. You're thinking like go big or go home? Well, I'm just not trying to see a bunch of nerd ass niggas beef, bro. Like, there is a staunch difference between having to work with nerdcore and having to make music outside without any like hiding behind the nerdcore label. And like low key, we pull up my Spotify. Like, I think Oddwin's considered nerdcore. I love Oddwin. Technically, based off this Cash Crabs thing, because it's about a character, right? And nerdy in nature. But you had like Before the Fun, where I love a lot of how this sounds. Or like Lime King. Lime King's one of my favorites. He has what? The Chase? I can't play this because I think I'm going to get the stream taken down. But, like, I don't want to say real music because that's just wrong. But this is, like, having to operate outside the label of nerdcore, meaning that we're playing a greater emphasis, right? We don't have that crutch of having to talk about characters. You know, you can just go anywhere with this. And like, yeah, you know, I would say Jesh is nerdcore, mostly because of association with the Pokemon Cypher. Also, and for using these real people not for B Brawl, you're gonna end up running out of material. I don't think running out of material is the problem. I think a lot of this shit feels ham-fisted. And like the same thing, I don't want to watch two people beat down on each other. I'd be like, oh, we're joking. That's just a me thing. 2-year Alistair Kane has nothing to work with. Yeah. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the battle itself. I'm talking purely about the beat and like the flow. Because I've always said I like a good flow. I really like a good flow. If you can give me a good flow, I'm willing to excuse a lack of bars and a lack of like other things I really like. Delivery. Well, the beat depends on the vibe of the character. For example, Puss in Boosie's Mexican like instruments that makes, but like not every battle's like that. I've seen it happen more often than not. Like if we look at early rap battles, like can I even play this? I don't know if this like Bill Gates versus Steve Jobs, right? Really, ERB. One day I'm gonna talk about it because ERB had a Jurassic fall off. I'm gonna go watch these people live. I want to, but like ERB got some dead ass one of my least favorite beats ever, straight up. But like it works sometimes because I'm like, damn, the performances are so good. If you get what I'm saying. If the beat is but the lyrics and flow is good and enhances the stuff, the only battle I didn't really like is Tiger versus Dilly because I feel like Tiger King Line got too real. It feels like he went off a cheap shot. Like comparing Jebel, Bill, and Pomley Preston, they use the same beat, but Jebel so much better. That's true. Was always a big part of rap battles. Also, there was odd responses from old point of view that you don't have to remind. Oh, okay, got you. Is Deadpool versus Peter Griffin the exception? Exception of what though? Deadpool versus Peter Griffin is like peak nerdcore, bro. Krusty Crew Anthems, Loki Peak, Rigged Rabbit. Another example would be I think too much nerdcore beats sound the same. They never experiment with the stuff outside the box that I see. Yeah, that's true. It feels like they have like a lot of nerdcore people have like such a limited view of like what they believe a rap beat should sound like. And that's why I love Tay stuff, bro. I really do, because you can hear the work done into it. I think Tay has probably the best and most creative beats out of anyone, bar none. What's in the notepad again? Low key, we got Sonic EXE versus Mandela Catalog, Steve versus Steven Universe. I mean, hey, I enjoy a fun battle. CBR Epic Lloyd versus Nice Peters go to battle. Take it Sonic versus maybe pretty uncomfortable because of Kenny got real for the cheap shot. Bro, ERB be making ringtone beats. I think one of my biggest hot takes is focusing on the characterization of what the characters would sound like if they were rapping is my number one priority. Have you reacted to terrible rap battles of Comic Sans? Probably. Fresh Chicken Now. Fresh Chicken Now does have great beats. Like, like you peep this.
That's between you and me, so back off.
Like this section right here.
You don't care about the loot unless it's booze inside. Maybe if you hadn't got the moves like Jagger Stagger, then you wouldn't have been practically marooned 5 times. And if he was mute, then he would have more gold, less mutinies. I track 2 deaths between you and me, so back off or we can shoot for 3. I hope that eyeliner you're rocking is waterproof, and when I make you cry, I bet you look like Rocket Raccoon. And speaking of
like this is great flows right here. Great flows. We had great bars, great references.
Homie should cover that leg. This giant purse worth a jar of dirt. All this water ran and still die of thirst. I'm not gonna be the first to give him a curse. Yes, power overboard because I'm flipping a bird.
If you think my ship likes a cow,
and then now the beat switches to fully match Jack Sparrow. We have a little piratey tune, right?
Best start believing in tired.
It feels like he's woken up in a drunken stupor.
Who are you, eh? Some Ponce explorer, some stowaway who stowed away in one of my barrels. I forgot who you were, and I'm not even Gamora. But you'll always remember one Captain Jack Sparrow. My boat's a flow is no trouble. You got no.
And I'm like, damn. And like, damn, like old, like listen, I try not to do the comparison point, but I think Freshie is at his best when you got this battle's full with great bars, even if they're so simple, bro. Like, this is one of my favorites of all time. And I remember thinking when I first heard this, man, Jack kind of just, like, he's kind of underperforming. But then you get to hear and you're like...
Gibbs, plan B. Plan B, Gibbs.
Like, it's a ski fancy now.
Your state is a place you don't need to be visited. Based on your fate, you already live in misery. Can't call your son if you're not a son to someone. Skin through your body flows a thought. Where's the mom go? The key to your heart when your heart's in your chest. We all have a partner to dance with a list. Your mating is taken away by your dad, and now she's the next you can't place on a map.
Like, that's such a simple bar, but that's so, like, damn, fuck, bro. Your ex is one that you can't place on a map. Like, it's a simple bar, but, like, come on, son. Even like Steve versus Call Me If You Get Lost, it's like the most random matchup, but the beat isn't. Like, that's why I love Steve versus Call Me If You Get Lost, because I'm like, damn, that beat is so, that sounds like a great Tyler impression. I think Eddie is goated in character writing and nerdcore to be under, who does GP64? Low-key, we got crazy off topic, bro. But this is what I wanted out of like streaming these battles. Is being gaming plush. I feel stupid now. But that's why I like streaming these battles, so I can have more input. And we can talk about things. We can talk about things. ERB low-key gets like a legacy pick. Cause I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Like I feel like when most people, ERB was their introduction to rap battles and shit. And so I remember, like, as a kid, right? It might seem crazy, but these battles used to deadass be on, like, Cox, right? On Cox DVR. Back when we had cable, you could deadass watch these battles on Cox, which is crazy. And you see, like, they were an iconic piece of history. This shit has 162 million views. Like, these were iconic. And so, when would I say the fall off happened? This shit is so fucking ass, though, by modern standards. Cause like with the renaissance of like all the new creators coming in, gaming plush and shit like that, like the bar is now higher than ever. So like I would say low key after Elon Musk versus Mark, it was downhill from here. This shit is ass. This shit's like fucking horrific. Like this post this battle, and low-key, you could argue that nah, these were good. These were good. But like from here onwards is where we fall the fuck off. All these suck to varying different degrees. I'm gonna be so real with you. And fuck Screwface Gene. Robin Hood versus Guy Fawkes. I don't know who Guy Fawkes is. We'll pull it up though. We low-key been rambling for a hot minute though. Not leak my Discord.
Many men speak of Robin Hood, but they don't got his flow. Well, you were panicking, dilly-dallying under the throne. I'd be hijacking into the palace to plunder the gold, and then get back on my stallion, gallop into Papperwood, refunding the broke with the money that the monarchy stole. Then maybe leave a little gift behind for the rich to find out what kind of present doesn't come with a bow. The mustache and assassin, you couldn't leave a scratch on me with either your sword or bombs. With a face like that, man, you lacked attraction until they turn your head into a tourist one.
I like that.
This time, make sure your matchstick works. When I send you more underground than the Catholic Church. You were persecuted, couldn't get married and go to mass, and worse, you had to put on your grandma's shirt. What does a man in tights know about that? Well, I do know belts don't go on your hat. Couldn't blow the king dead, but at least you're remembered by making dogs piss themselves every 5th of November. How did your hidden agenda get thwarted? How did they possibly cut a nothing, a rotten plot and spot the bombs promptly? When popping the Protestants, stop your posse from gossiping. I can hear them plotting all the way from my forest in Nottingham. Your followers are tossers and pillaged pilgrims and dunces. All that gunpowder, the bloody plunder and busting. It wasn't your plot, you were following orders. So I'll be another Rob that you're taking the fall for.
Those were the rhymes of Robin Hood. You should pill for some doper raps. But hey, you successfully robbed me of a minute of my life that I won't get back. I fought in an 80-year battle, shed blood so the Spanish flag could fly. Compare that to your little ballads. They read like a Peter pantomime of an affinity for artillery.
Yo, what is everyone's obsession with saying pantomime? I'm low-key, like, I'm about to... I'm so sick of that shit, bro. It's like... Pantomime, Phantomine, he's talking crazy. Look at this pantomime. Like, I'm so fucking sick of hearing that shit, bro. Get off Rhyme Zone. Find a new word.
Bring a bow to a can of fight. If you want to trade blows, Robin Hood, I will set you in your stock market appolite. Look at you, just
I like this, though. There was a time period where I was almost on Robin Hood, though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Back when the GameStop shit happened.
You hate the rich, yet your mates were richer. Evidently, you just can't take commitment. Marrying still waiting for a wedding date to finish. So your aim was great with its brained equipment, but my aim was to change the system. I'm a deadly disease with this cadence rhythm, and I'm infected a thief like it's plagiarism. For a glorified.
I like that. Plagiarism. That's cute. I like that.
Hog roast, I expected hot stuff, but there's not much the minister son can knock up.
John Johnson sucks like Prince Johnson.
Who is this nigga? Is that Dutchie?
He got hung with a little John Johnson.
You're Christian, read the Bible. God ain't too keen on the genocide. Don't get within range of the British Hawkeye when your shots are bullshit and mine. I try to be friendly with any enemy, showing them plenty mercy no matter the stakes or peril. Remember the very day that I'm making a special case and I'm splitting you like an arrow. The bloody man of men that I'm rolling with are the merriest. Your friends abandon you like wine with barrels in a cellar. Kid, you're not a vigilante veteran, you're a domestic terrorist. Don't need a revolution, guy, you need a therapist.
You shut muck myself.
One thing I will say is usually I hate fast flows. Just because it feels like you're trying to like pop ult and get everything off on your system. But I really like it in context, like, because you can hear him enunciate every word and it comes out as clear as I can pick out the words that's being said.
Sacrifice the king.
I really liked it in this section though, because I feel like the chanting in the background really helped it stand out. But early in the verse, I was just like,
hang me twice.
I'm good on
yes, they cut my balls off, and I still got bigger bollocks than a very merry man goodbye. For the torture, you'll have horses tied to every corner, the lemon forced to lay, pulling your torso hung, drawn a quarter.
Like this is flow. I love the multi-syllable, not multi-syllable, but like it's not like A B, because usually like an A B rhyme scheme is like, I like to talk to the cat. Money's so big, my wallet is fat. You know, you have like the last line being the A, and then you have like the next line end with like a B. So like, you get what I'm saying though.
There's only one lord I talk to. You're a dorky Zorro that must awful outlaw to be thought as moral. So I'm board your high horse, cause your retorts are not warm. If I can't fight a fire with fire, I've had a fox with fox. Have you not learned a word from your shite books? Fucking pervert Robin Hood had to show it and hide run. Cause I'm acting like a servant, a church, and the girthy furnace was so much hunger and thirst, like my verses a fry attack. Are you curtsying burglars quite done with the third to how I about to go turn it to fine dust? Wait until you learn the murder you're serving under. You heard it could never be heard of murder by none. Go fucking murder by none. For a time, Rob of Lockley ventured to my hood and thought that his plot was better. I'll show this archer some honest intentions when I chop off his fingers like V for Vendetta.
I was low-key not paying attention to the bars. I'm being real because I was just more tapped into the flow. But like, we gonna do Joshua versus LeBron, bro. If this shit's ass, bro, you getting banned for the rest of the stream. I'm dead ass, bro. If that shit's trash, you getting banned for the rest of the stream, bro. Is this it? Star Platinum versus LeBron? If this shit ass, are you willing to sacrifice your life? Honestly, wish people did more random matchups like Teller versus Minecraft just to try new things, but I get it's not for everyone. What kind of present does come with a bow is genius. Oh, okay. I got it. I thought it would be, but it seems like it takes so seriously. Give me, how are you? What's up, Hope? Oh, my flow, that was nice. Both of their last verses go insane. Tyler vs. Minecraft beat is low-key the best beats of all time. Not gonna lie, it's flexible, sounds really good. Robin Hood's first verse really good. I wrote that Fancy Mine in the battle. I wrote, yo, delete that shit, bro. Delete that shit. OG Pommy, Jevil better? I don't know. I like the theatrics. Who is bro? If they don't explode at the end, I unsubscribe. Oh yeah, that's Mikey. What about Tricky verse 2? Multi-rhyme. Okay, to the person who said the second verses are better for Robin Hood, I prefer the verse more as it. Eddie Tricky verse 2. You cannot top the dreaming line no matter how fast you rhyme. Sorry, you didn't say better. You said to say Nathan Drake versus Tintin Loki top 5 freshie battles and be. I used to pants mine, but I wrote the bastards were so rich I would steal from them. Love when Stupendium is in there. I think I'm getting banned, but it's worth it. That shit is 100% ad. Putting fancy mind on my shit. Watch up to kill every verse I like trains. I think you know damn well what I'm gonna ask for. You're in this? Let's peep this shit, bro.
Rap battles. Star Platinum versus LeBron James. Begin.
Ballin' in court, the best ones is Jordan, bro. Balls in your court, as stupid as your German dog. With that color scheme, I'm not surprised you blow it hard. Wanna be a real cold star, start falling to get the true Joe.
I'm trying to think what is this referencing that I'm just like Joe Star. Let me run it back.
I'm not surprised you blow it hard. Wanna be a real cold star, start falling to get the true Joe Star. Lakers drown you, you're such an F kid. Most iconic stand, but you can't step to this here. Let's talk about your family, calm art that tries to save. Dude, I'll cut you harder than your goofy ass game debut.
Kept behind steel, kick steely dance shit in a high rule. I grew up stronger, you grew up playing ball in high school.
Okay.
Not above the knee with a build like this. You have an actual career. Face this real Miami Heat, bitch. I'm a true star.
That was forced. That was forced as hell. That was forced. But I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide.
The one platinum you still never rode is not a LeBron. His real name is Ramon. With my bad.
Okay.
Hands, I'm bending this loser. Haven't seen the worst mistakes since we had LeBron James Jr.
I face your struggles, not like you can relate. From those lines, saving face, but you in a relevant range. Damn, it's no wonder your ass turned a clutch rate stand. Look, in the OVA, bro, who let you damn cook? One jump is.
What? What? That was really worded. That was weirdly worded. Who said that? I gotta bounce. See you later, Cole. Have a good one, man.
Over, not breaking some ankles, you're violent. Who's even scared of this broadly purple damn zoo? You've been thirsting in the dark by Cujo, it must be scary. How about you cheer up, everybody? Wanna Sprite cranberry?
You're cooking. I can say I doubt it, bitch. How do I have more clean sweeps than you in a maid outfit?
Okay.
And don't talk ranges, I'll put you in your place, shit. Watch as this mineral comes to bash your face in. Life was a struggle in your youth.
Mineral like platinum and bash fish. Okay.
Before, couldn't have a payoff, yet poverty had you flawed. And
I like that. Okay.
And with your dad showing up with his criminal record, maybe the shooting should have taught your neighborhood better.
That was okay. That was actually fun. I like that. That was cute. Flow's overall better and way better lines for Pomni. Meanwhile, a lot of Jebel's lines are carried by references. Also, Jebel's wordplay in the second verse is low-key godly for how simple it is. Also, visuals are important. Happy apps. Why does beat sound like elevator music? Okay, I'm starting to appreciate that there's no racist bar yet. Whoa. What would you call a battle of atrocious flow but amazing lines? I don't even think I could say one. I hate Space Jams are true. Yeah, Rose Strip, you survived. That was fun. I like that. It was solid. It was solid. Stations. Great job. Like, I do think there were a couple of weirdly worded sections.
You have an actual hands-on bending this loser. Haven't seen the worst mistakes since.
Bro, who let you damn cook? Turn the clutch rate stand look in the OVA, bro. Who let you?
Like, I just feel like this is super weirdly, overly worded. Who let you damn cook? Like, what that mean? What that mean? Okay, sorry, there was no racist bar. But outside of a couple of weirdly worded flows pockets, it was overall good. It was good. I'm still trying to think what would be a battle that I think has awful flow but good bars. Certainly not this. Certainly, listen. I think this shit is not ass. But like my least favorite thing about Chris versus Scott Pilgrim, you can say it's in character. I don't give a damn, bro.
Use knives, you'll be at the end of mine. Come to check and strike all your precious little lies. You lead on and leech, you're a creep and pretentious. You sleaze like you're
like, I don't know, maybe I'm biased, but I really don't like stomps. I really don't like stomps. Because it feels like, why even like waste the time trying to give Scott a verse if you're just gonna have him get stomped that badly?
brains pre-installed with cheat engine.
This man versus Trollface? What is that?
Terrible rap battles of Comic Sans. This man versus Trollface. Begin.
How about you sit down? I can tell you're torn up. Voice from image boards, but now your image bores us. I got a show and tell me my skilled opponent who will unload with the flows to send this troll back under. I'm the Billy Goat. You think Ramirez was an alchemist with all that he sold, and yet he failed to turn your irony to comedy gold. Yeah, now this mug's firing shots against the idol of every 12-year-old child. I'm Black Ops. Cut through you with malice. I'm Kruger, you're Alice. Cause my face haunts dreams, yours is haunt sleep paralysis. You'll take number 2, so I know that shit-eating grin's hurting. How about you go on a Trollface quest for a chin search? The MC, straight from your REM sleep onto TV. You're stuck in Rage Comics while I'll make it shonen weekly. You're bound to wind up with Pepe, locked in the net static. Cause you're the history of bigotry, you're pretty problematic.
Okay. I like that wordplay though. Problematic.
Why don't you go back to Italy? You can call me Edward, cause I'm about to kill the beat. $100 face, so like your marketing, I'll be stunting. It's in dream moves, be proving this fakes and speedrunning.
Okay.
Story sketchy, surprising, drawn looking like kid in a midlife crisis. I'd never go to Brazil or this teacher might get my child. Screw X-Files, a creepy stare tells me you're from the pedophile.
Okay, that's silly wordplay though.
You're stepping in the
It's very basic, but